guys, and welcome to another video. Tonight I want to show you the second computer I have laying around. This case is the Raidmax Aztec Black. This is the middle tower case. First I'm going to show you the front of the case so you can make an idea. This face, it pretty much looks like the Decepticon face from the Transformers. These parts right here are lighting up blue. It has LEDs inside, blue LEDs on each part. Now if you move, it has the 120mm, one in front, and for the exhaust another 120mm. The first one is right here. There is included with the case, like I said. Right here we have two hinges that is holding the door in place, and on this part, in this area, and right here it has magnets. So every time you want to close the door, it will make this sound. It's very stiff, and this is how the case looks like. On that period of time, 8 or 7 years ago, if I remember correct, I paid like 80 euros for it. And right here I want to show you there is another 80mm fan. Of course this one is missing right here because I had to take it apart because he was making a lot of noise. He also has a bracket that is holding back in place the fan. And in the back it's just normal, it's nothing special. Another aspect that I want to show you is this, there is a handle right here. This is, you can remove this part. And if I open it too much, it will fall down from the desk, and it will not be a very good experience. But all I can tell you is you can assemble the motherboard after you open this panel, and after that you can put it back, and will come right here inside the chassis that is housing the entire computer. This is quite unique. I never seen these kind of things on the other cases, on the other computer cases that I've seen. It's quite interesting, the idea, I like it. So yeah, anyway, this is another part that is opening just like a door. It has right here two hinges, and when you want to open, you just use this plastic. You can push to the right and will pop up, and it will open, you know. Yeah, anyway, but right now it doesn't want to be removed. Anyway, this is another improviser I made. This is blowing the air to the GeForce GTX 460, 1GB 246-bit memory. This is in that period of time I paid almost 150 euros for it, and I was very satisfied about the performance and all of that. I did play the Crisis, and it did run very nicely. Anyway, first off, we're gonna focus on the cooler. There is this is quite huge, if you're asking me. This is the Thermaltake Typhoon. This cooler, compared to the other CPU coolers, is the inclined instead of being straight. Compared to the other CPU that I told you, the memory is the Kingston 1066 MHz HyperX 55518 for the timings, and the motherboard is the Asus G41 that supports only DDR2, and it has only 2 memory slots, like shown here. Yeah, the power supply is nothing fancy, just 420 watts, 428 if I'm not mistaken, yes. And we can see that the only 12 volts rail, it's quite weak, 18 amps only. On the 5 volts it has only 30 amps, 25 and 30 years respectively. And yeah, anyway, the case, the airflow of the case is not great, but in that period of time I was very satisfied. I enjoyed much the design of the case instead of the airflow. Anyway, let's talk about the other things that it has. First I'm going to start the computers and show you a couple of things. Right here, this is the card reader and also the power button and reset. Let's turn the computer on. I believe that is shown from here, from the power supply. The power supply, it has colors, and it also has the potentiometer that you can adjust the speed and the color. As you can see right here is the fan ADI. So every time I'm switching this controller, it will show me different colors. I'll show you how this thing works right away. Okay, at first we see that the LEDs is turning blue, like I said. It gives you a very nice design. I like it a lot. Okay. There is another thing that I forgot to show you. There is another neon that is blue, and this one's the fans. They're having the RGB lights, as shown here, and here, and in the front also. The color is not very bright, but okay. Now we're going to move to the power supply, and now we can control. Right now it's blue, and if I'm pressing this one, right now the LED is green, and here I can adjust the speed of the fan speed to the maximum, or using the blue one, ASM on. There is just slower than the green one. Fan addition, fan ADI on, pardon, it's not addition, I made a mistake. Yeah, this is very interesting in my opinion. Anyway, on the IO shield we see that you have the everything is on board. Right here is it also has the VGA and DVI for the onboard video card, and right here we have the PS2 connector, and for the mouse for the old ones right here, this one is green. It also has the HDMI, and right here we have another 4 USBs, and the sound card that is using 5.0 or 7.0 depending on your system preferences that you want to use. Right here is the MSI, like I said, and yeah. Let's turn the neon on and see how it's lighting up. Now we can see that the neon is on, and it gives us a very nice view. Sorry about the focus and the shake for the camera, but this is very, very nice. This is the controller that is controlling the neon, and it has a switch, of course. One thing that is bad for this case, over time the LED in the front will burn. So many times I have switched the LEDs once. So I recommend, if you somehow find a case like that, I recommend using instead of 3.3 volts 2.5 volts, and the LED will last longer, let's say 2 or 3 years more. In my case, like I said, I have changed the LEDs at least 5 times anyway. Right here we have the hard drives. This is the mechanical hard drives. It doesn't have the SSD at all. 3, and there is another hard drive right here. This 120 gig, and my DVD burner, the LG. Yeah, of course is a total mess right here, but in that period of time this computer cost me a lot of money. So anyway, it does work very nicely after I have switched from like I said in my previous video, I have switched from Phenom 955 to this machine, core to quad 9550, and the difference that I felt was quite unique. All the apps and all, they were working very nicely. Anyway, I'm out of the battery. Thank you for watching once again, and see you in the other videos.